Hi, Kevin Coop here, and this is FaceTime with the Content Guy. So I'm actually right now in Tempe, Arizona, and I came to Arizona for the FMI Midwinter Executive Conference. But one of the things I wanted to do was check out a new hotel format that's been created by Marriott. And we've written here before about the idea that Marriott and other hotel chains want to get away from the traditional sort of beige hotel rooms and come up with different kinds of formats that are going to be different to that are going to be appealing to different kinds of people. So I wanted to check out this new format called Moxie. Now, I'll tell you, it is unique. I'll include some pictures of the lobby. It looks more like a frat house or I don't know, maybe a youth hostel than it does a hotel chain, but it's very, very cool. Lots of games, lots of stuff going on, really creating community among the people who are staying here. Then you come upstairs to the room, and it's interesting, and you have interesting artwork on the wall, and I'm going to take you down the hall now. And instead of having ironing boards in the room, they have an ironing room with lots of different ironing boards. I'll include pictures of that as well. So then you walk down the hotel, down the aisle like this, and it's really interesting. And the rooms are sort of fascinating kinds of glass windows. You can actually put a shade down inside, but it looks just very different. It doesn't look like any hotel that I've ever been in before. So let me take you into my room here, and it's kind of interesting. And you go in, and it's just totally different. And now let me take you around. First of all, there is no dresser. There's no or closet, right? Everything is sort of these hooks on the wall where you can sort of hang things up. And excuse you if you can see all my junk sort of here. Places to put the bags down there, right? And then it's got a flat screen TV, although interestingly enough, very little cable, just about 8 or 9 channels. It's like living in the 50s, although flat screen TV is not certainly out of the 50s. And then they have, here's the desk, and they have a chair hanging up there if you want it. And this is sort of interesting. They have a guitar that was hanging there. It actually works. I don't play, but it actually does seem to work. They have this enormous beanbag chair. It's really kind of interesting. I got into it. It is fairly comfortable. Getting out of it is a challenge, but there it is. This is a piece of artwork. It says, "Hole to another universe." Come on in. There is actually no hole. And something different in terms of the phone, right? And there's the bed. And then the bathroom. I'm going to give you a quick look at that. It's nice. It's a little different. Okay, it's first toilet I think we've ever shown on Morning Newsbeat. Stall shower. Very, very cool. But the point of this is very simple, and that's what Marriott is trying to figure out, is if they can do different kinds of things to appeal to different customers. They understand that they have to break the mold. They have to understand that they need to come up with different kinds of formats that can appeal to different kinds of people. That if they just keep churning out the same kinds of hotels, the same kinds of hotel rooms, eventually they're going to become irrelevant to the customer, and that's something they're trying not to do. That is, in my view, something that every retail format needs to think about. Let's think about the supermarket industry. How many people out there are really trying to break the mold, to do something completely different, to test new formats, to test new concepts that are going to appeal to different kinds of people? This may work, it may not, but they will have tried something and hopefully they will have learned from it. That's what's the most important thing of all. And by the way, I was reading a story, I guess, in the LA Times the other day, which talked about how Marriott's also trying another format. It's called the Elements Hotel, and they're thinking about creating these enormous suites which will have 4 or 5 bedrooms attached to a common room. And the idea will be good for conferences and bachelor parties and things like that. Again, they're just trying lots of new things. That's something that everybody has to do if they're trying to appeal to a changing consumer. Anyway, that's what's on my mind this Thursday morning. And as always, I want to hear what's on your mind.